Hi there, it's DerpyMoose99. Welcome back to Duckpond. This is episode 2, and things are not going well. But remember, this isn't a tutorial. This is an anti-tutorial, so don't do anything that I'm going to do here. So let's have a look at it here. We've got 36 logs, 14 stone, 38 iron ore, 36 firewood, and 148 food. And currently we have one person in the hunter, one person trying to make rough tools, and we have one builder who's trying to make this tiny forester here, which isn't building at all. And my theory is because something isn't, they're not able to remove something. So if I actually look here, zoom in, I think this is fodder, and this is fodder that's been packed up and ready to go. So I'm going to take the builder out just for a moment and see if the person as a laborer will actually remove this. Not going to spend too much time on this because we could die. It's always close to the edge here. Yeah, so I don't see any activity there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually delete that. And I'm going to go back in here. And was it the mini? No, it was the tiny that I wanted to do here. So I'll have to find that again here. Is that the guy? Yeah, that was the guy. So let's have a look so we can see our circle here. So I wanted it there because that's where the circle was kind of the best. But it's not pretty, but that'll work as well too. So I'm going to try that. That looks like a bare patch of ground to me. So I'm going to put this person back on builder and do that. Now I also noticed that we kind of need a house or will pretty shortly. So I'm going to just throw the old tent with fire in. Maybe just pause that for the moment. All right, well, let's let this go and see if we get anywhere. Keeping an eagle eye on the food supply here. I'm not sure one person in the hunter is going to be enough. But I would like to get some tools going. And still have the opinion if we get some few tools in stock and everybody gets a tool, that'll help our productivity quite a lot on food generation and things like that. All right, so let's try labor and let's try building this. See, it looks like the same graphic there. So I'm going to actually nuke that one as well too. I'm going to try this one more time. Now the other thing we could try here, just as an experiment, is... Yeah, it's not fodder, I don't think. Okay, now the forester is building there, so I picked a really bare spot of land. Now you see these graphics here for whatever this is. Like, I don't think it's reeds, no. Clear dead tree, no. Well, I don't know. Don't know why those two didn't build and this one's going to. I also don't know why we're actually not getting tools built here. Our tool limit is 50. Just up that just for a giggle. Does it work? Don't work. Pretty bizarre. I think everything that's happening in this game is just bizarre. Or at least that's my rationale. Let's see if we can actually get this going here. Well, that hunter is actually doing better than I thought for food. All right. Now we've got an 8-year-old here, so we'll have another worker in 2 seasons. So I don't think we're going to be able to staff this forester until then, but I think having the forester planting is going to help our gatherer too. A little dicey on the firewood right now. And the log supply is a little dicey too. Okay. Okay, I think our chopper can come out. It looks like we have a fair amount of firewood there. Food's on the edge. Be nice to get this other house built, or this other tent with fire, I guess. So let's temporarily go 2 builders here. All right. Tiny forester and tiny gatherer. Food's at 115. Well, let's build this other tent here. Logs are low, that's a problem. Yeah, we're pretty quickly going to run out of trees unless we get planting here, so I kind of really need this other child to grow up here. Oh, we had a baby, that's cool. All right. I think I'll do a chicken save here. All right, that should be enough for our tent. Now let's maybe put somebody back in the gatherer, I think. And I'm just going to watch that. So we have somebody in the gatherer, somebody in the hunter. I kind of would like to get this mine too. But it'd be nice to know why that workshop isn't producing tools. Like they made 3 and then just stopped. Okay, food's actually not bad. We're at 375. There's our second tent. Okay, and we have a couple in there, our family. So what do we want to do here? Let's put, I really think we have to have somebody planting or this isn't gonna go very well. Well, actually it's not going well now, but they got 88 food in the gather and the hunter's been doing their thing. Now, do we try the mini workshop again? I think for a little bit here. Let's try that again. Now we only have 11 logs, but that should be enough to build a couple of tools, I would think. Yeah, now do we see any action here? They built 2 tools, okay. That's a hopeful sign. There's no tools in the shelter or in the storage here. Now we've got some bear meat, that's good. We're just kind of hanging on like grim death right at the moment, just by our fingernails. I don't think we're going to get 500 people in this episode, just something tells me here. Alright, we've done 5 tools. They still haven't picked any up. I sure would like you guys to pick those tools up. Like, they're just sitting on the ground there. Come on, guys. I mean, surely the blacksmith could pick one up. Okay, I'm going to try and develop patience here, but it's becoming difficult. Let's see here. There are a few trees planting, so hopefully that's enough and in time. Food's a little shaky. Oh, we had another child born. This is good. So we have a young girl and a young boy. This is very good. We seem to have stopped at building 5 tools. There's nothing in the shelter, and the tools are on the ground, so I'm wondering if we need a laborer to pick those up and move them over. This is pretty micromanagement right now here. So I think the other thing we need to do is get this mine going. And we don't have enough stone by a little teeny bit, so let's maybe designate a bit here. Or early winter, so we might have to put a wood chopper in. This gatherer performance is not filling me full of happiness, but I keep chopping down all the trees, so hopefully this forester will make that gatherer more effective. Or at least that's my plan. Alright, tools are still lying on the ground, so... Oh, I wonder here. There's a chunk of that stuff on top of the mine, and the mine's not building. I'm starting to get a little bit worried about some of this stuff. How about if we build this one here? Interesting. They're not going to build those either. And it's whatever this stuff is. Now it looks to me like straw or something, but... Yeah, and the mine shows 2 things that need to be removed, 1 thing that needs to be removed. I definitely think that's what's causing our bugs here. Very interesting. Alright, so let's going to add a little bit of extra challenge here. So we are out of firewood here, so we need to address that. Like, honestly, if anybody sees me doing something wrong here, let me know, but I definitely think something's bugged out on the whatever this stuff is here. Okay, let's get some firewood in. Our food is still sort of hanging in there. What do we have? We have a hunter, we have a gatherer. So the gatherer is starting to do a bit better now that we've gotten some stuff planting, so I think that's going to turn the corner, was actually getting that forester in there and planting. Seems kind of weird, but if we just do an experiment here, and I won't actually collect it, but see, there's a lot more wild food there now, and I think that's because there's tree planting going on. So that's why, I guess that's one of the reasons why we build forest nodes, right? So the forester's building or planting trees, which supports the gatherer. And I would assume the herbalist too. So I noticed whatever was on the ground here that was blocking our foresters before has disappeared. So maybe this stuff ages out or something. So what I'm going to do is watch over here. And when these icons disappear, I'm going to try and put the mine back in there. Okay, food's at 300. You know, on this forester, what if we said something like a log limit of 20? And just let them do a little bit of limited planting. Or cutting, I mean. Alright, so we have 4, right? So gatherer, hunter, chopper, and forester. Now, I assume that there's firewood in the tents, and we've got 80 firewood in stock. Let's take that person out. And let's collect up the stone. We probably should build a larger storage thing here, but getting the stone out of here will help the gatherer and the forester as well too, so I probably should remove this little stockpile while we're at it too. Oh, I forgot to set the pig timer, so I'm going to set the pig timer for, I don't know, I'm going to call it 40. The pig timer's not 100% accurate, but we're set. Let's see how this goes here. Tell you the truth, I'm actually a bit surprised. I thought I was going to start this episode and everybody would die in the first 3 minutes, so going a bit better than I thought it would. I'm still blaming the bugs though. I'll have to go on the forums later and see if anybody else is having that kind of issue. That's funny, I did the same exact version of game the other day and it didn't have any problems, so I don't know. Okay, the stone is almost picked up here. Yeah, firewood's getting down there again, so I think we're gonna have to stop the stone collection for the moment and do some chopping here. I think we'll up the firewood limit to 100. Now, how is our forester dude doing here? 4 logs, 16 thatch, 2 stone. And we are over the massive 20 log limit, so that's okay. 276 for food, 21 firewood. And did the tools actually disappeared? Interesting. I didn't notice if the tool icons disappeared or not for a while. Okay, so some of this stuff timed out over here, I think. I'm just gonna try that tiny mine again here. Okay, that's a fair amount of firewood, so let's get a builder in and see if the mine will build now. It's a pretty abrupt translation there, transition to spring there. All right. Well, let's take the hunter out just for a moment here. Now we have a builder and a laborer. All right, you guys want to pick up the stone first, okay? Okay, quite a few more trees planting here. I'm just out of curiosity. I want to see how much wild food there is. Yeah, still a fair amount. And that's with the gatherer actually gathering, so. Here's my theory on why the gatherer wasn't working that good in the beginning. It was because we didn't have many trees on the island. We had a lot of bare patches, so. Now I think this gatherer is doing pretty strong for us here. Okay, and we can put more people in the gatherer too if we want, so. Okay, now this mine is actually building now. Okay, and how are we doing on people here? We're gonna need another tent in a minute here. Now what if we pre-clear the land here? So I see two of those sort of straw-looking things there. So let's free up some space here first. Didn't remove, even with remove resources, didn't remove that. Very interesting. Okay, well, still gonna need a tent here. I suspect it won't, like I wanted to just plunk it down there, but I suspect that won't actually build. Why don't we put one here? All right, let's see if that builds. We actually have 5 workers now. Okay, and I took out the hunter, so I think I'll put the hunter back in. And let's get this other tent built. And our mine is built. All right, now I thought we would get iron ore out of the mine, but it's iron. Ew. Oh, we can actually do iron tools. Okay. Now I see what Grumpy Gnome was like in these minis. Most of the other mines, you gotta go furnace fuel to get iron, so. Okay, so as soon as this tent fires up here. Okay, food is kind of iffy, firewood's okay, log supply's iffy. Okay, there's our tent. Now let's take the builder out. So let's put, let's get somebody in the tiny mine, do an iron. Let's make the iron limit like 100. And let's build up a bit of iron here, and then we'll try the tool game again here. And right now we've got what, labor? We're gonna have to do more firewood, I think. Yeah, we're in autumn and we only have 10 firewood in stock. Food's still doing okay. Like, I think this gatherer's starting to hum pretty good now, so That's way better performance than we had before. And a hunter, yeah, hunter's doing okay. And we do have 7 people now, so yeah, the only baby we have is a 1-year-old girl. And okay, our original 2 are now too old to have children. All right, so what do we got for iron? Anything? Nada. Well, I gotta say that's not all that encouraging. We do have another laborer though. Well, we know we have iron ore in stock, so why don't we go back to rough tools and just try build some more tools here. We have, oh, there's 1 iron. We've produced 1 iron here. I'm not sure if it's 1 for 1 on the tools, but we'll try and do a little bit of rough tools for a minute here. And just see if it's super slow or what the deal is here. So when our iron production actually gets up to say something like 10, or even 8 maybe, we'll make iron tools, but let's try and make rough tools for the moment. Okay, our log supply is pretty low. So let's maybe cut some of these old growth ones down over here. And there we got 2 rough tools. Yeah, lying on the ground there. We're late winter. Yeah, okay, we made it through from a fuel perspective. Yeah, so whatever this stuff is, I think is a problem. But it's really weird, you can't remove it or anything. But it does seem to age out and go away after a while, so. Okay. Now we've only made 2 rough tools here. Well, I'll tell you what, let's take this person out of the workshop and let's put a second person in the mine. And the workshop, we're going to switch back to iron in anticipation. Food's over 500, which is actually pretty amazing given where we were. Mm. 100 firewood is probably good for now. So take that person out. Got 2 iron. Oh dear. Well, let's have 1 laborer for the moment. Says we have 560 food, but there's only about 67 in the storage there. Stockpiles. Yeah, we have that iron ore, but we're not using it. Right, I said I was going to wait till 8 or 10 on the iron, but I think I lied. Let's actually put somebody in, see if we actually make iron tools here. Iron tools will last a lot longer than the rough tools, which is a bonus too, so. See, I think we did make a few rough tools, but they degrade so fast they disappear. Alright, over 600 food, good. 8 people now. Okay, We're not going to need another house for a while. I wonder if we should start building out to the left here. Like there's a nice chunk there. Pretty sure that was the closest area here. Yeah, out to the left. Oops. Well, let's actually start a... I think starting off the top here. Maybe getting over to there. Okay, we've made 5 iron so far. No iron tools yet. Get rid of that map there. Okay, I'm just going to do a little smooth there. Alright, now we've got 6 iron. 2 actually shows in stock. I have this set on iron tools, right? Okay, there's iron in there, there's log in there. Let's make this 100. Oops, actually want to monitor that. Now I know they're going to be slow to produce because they're not educated and they don't have tools, so I'm just going to leave a person in there and be patient. Well, strive to be patient. I don't know if I can actually be patient. 6-year-old and a 4-year-old. Up to 7 iron produced now. Okay, we've got some logs in stock. 53 stone is what we have left until we get to the mainland or build a quarry. Well, let's get some dock stuff going here. You know what would probably be good too is some kind of town hall here. So there's a really tiny one, it's a notice board here. Oh, there it is, bidding notice board. Okay, I'm just gonna I'll put it down over here. And I'm just gonna chop out those trees here. Alright, so we're gonna need a builder to actually build that. Oh, there's an iron tool. We've produced 1 iron tool here. Okay, we have 6 people without tools. Let's see if that changes at all. Okay, I'm gonna take the hunter out just for a moment here. Yeah, 1 person in that forester is actually doing a pretty good job for us here. So where is our... Okay, there's our notice board. Okay. Let's have a look at our food graph here. How old's the town? 9 years here. Yeah, some desperate flat lines in there. Overall, the trend's okay, though. Our inventory. Duck meat seems to be the big winner here. See, I don't know if you can see it, but the fodder thatch symbol I'm pretty sure that's what the stuff is, I think, is causing all the trouble here. Alright, food is actually pretty good. I'm going to leave the hunter out for a moment here. I'm actually going to put... you know, we've only done one iron tool. Like, what is going on here? So what if we built, like, a real blacksmith here? 55 stone. Well, that's not going to happen. What do we have for smaller blacksmith? The Port Royal one. 30 log, 10 stone. Okay, I'm up for trying that, so let's try that guy. Okay, change over to builder here. Like, I think planting the trees with the forester turned the corner on food. So tools are going to be the answer here for the rest of our problems, but we just got to get it kick-started here. We're up to 11 iron in stock. I guess I kind of stole our log supply there. Okay, we're going to need some firewood here too. Well, I'm going to give up on this mini workshop for the moment. And let's get this thing built. Maybe put the chopper back in for a minute or two. Let's go 2 builders and get that going here. Now, do we have leather in stock here? Yeah, 34 leather, cool. Okay, so we can actually keep that workshop and use it for leather coats. Okay, we need another house here. Yeah, they're going to be able to have kids in another season here, so let's get that going. It's not lining up too pretty, but let's do that way. Alright, there's a blacksmith, so I'm going to put somebody in there, and let's see what happens here. Meanwhile, we need to get this tent going. Let's take one of the miners out so we have a laborer here. Yeah, let's maybe go 2 builders for them. Just the short term until this tent's done. Okay, something to clear off. There's one thing left. Looks like a basket of food, if I was guessing. Okay, we have another graduate here. So do we want food or what do we want here? Well, that tent's not building. Okay, let's see which one of these builds. Yeah, and see that one builds right away. It's something to do with removal. Like, alright. Okay, our Port Royal blacksmith has made 2 iron tools, okay. And still got everybody without the tool symbol though. Let's put somebody in here doing coats here. Okay, there's our 4th tent there. Okay, we don't have a lot of kids going on here, so get jiggy with it and I'll spot them 2 tents there. Now, do we need a builder at the moment? Don't think so. Food is sort of okay, but I think I'm going to put a second person. No, I can't put a second person in the forester because it's a one-man show there. I wonder. So that's a tiny forester. I wonder if I actually want to make like a full-size forester lodge here. What does this guy look like here? Why don't we do that guy? I'm just thinking I want more workers in the forestry business here. So let's try that trick again where we're going to remove stuff first. Okay, food is... Let's maybe put somebody in the fishery here. So we have a fisher, a hunter, and a gatherer. Okay, let's try building this guy here. It was a village dude. Okay, let's see if that works. Yeah, that seems to be going in okay. Okay, how are our tools doing here? We've done 2 iron tools. Well, you know what? I'm just going to leave it. 1 person in the iron mine, 1 person making tools, and see if that eventually catches us up. I guess the other thing we could do is try and figure out something to trade here, and maybe see if we can buy some tools. Firewood's still okay. Chopping away there. Yeah, okay, now we can put more people in this one here. So what I wanted to do was up this to 2. Let's up the log limit to 100. Don't really have 2 people at the moment though, so. Although firewood's good, so why don't we take the person out of the chopper and put him in the forest node here. Alright, we have a 1-year-old girl there. Okay, there's a future couple there. And we can get rid of this, get rid of the tiny forester there. Oh, our third iron tool is done. 8 adults, 8 people without tools, okay. No tools in the storage. Getting a little bit of fish in there, that's okay. We're up to 16 iron in stock, that's pretty cool. And our new forester here is working already. 38 logs there. Now interesting too, they're clearing out the fodder and the flowers as well. Now we're gonna need another house in 3 seasons. Okay, logs are okay. Firewood's We're about to have... Oh, I don't actually know that we can afford 2 people in here at the moment, so I'm going to take 1 out of the forester there. And let's see here. Food is falling, so... I think what we're going to have to do is 1 more in the gatherer here. That should make a pretty big difference. So I'll do a chicken save here. Just want to see where we're on the pig timer here too. About 8 minutes left on the pig timer. Okay. Food is actually falling fairly rapidly here. This workshop is not doing it for me. Made 1 hide coat and stopped. Interesting. Well, it's kind of a waste of a person, I would say, at the moment. Now, I wonder if we go a second person in the blacksmith here. It's actually good to remember these things. You allow 2 without an upgrade. I wonder if that does us any good. We do have the iron in stock, and we do have the logs here. I'll do that for a minute, see if that helps at all. I guess we're gonna have to worry about the house though soon here. Well, let's try putting a tent in where this one didn't go before. Right there, I think it was. Yeah, this one's going this time because it managed to clear everything off. So I think that definitely proves it to me, is it's something that they're not able to clear. Now, there's a small possibility it's because I'm impatient, I don't wait long enough, but I think something's going on. Okay, 2 people in the blacksmith now. Come on, guys. Let's do something useful here. Food's kind of bouncing around 400 there. Firewood's still okay. Down to 19 stone here. Well, we're building up the dock. Why don't we start thinking about doing dock type things here? It's a fair chunk of logs, but we're doing okay on the log side right now. Yeah, that took a big chunk of our stock though. And fishery's not really producing a ton right now. We're just not solving the tool issue, are we? Just not solving it. Even with 2 people in this blacksmith here. Alright, well, let's see. I think we better get somebody else in the gatherer here. Now, probably need to get this tent going too. Early winter, we're gonna need somebody in the chopper. Alright, any chance we can build that tent though, guys? Still no more iron tool. There's one just now being built. That's painfully slow is what that is. Alright, we gotta get this couple moved out here. Alright, there's the next tent. Wow, we're up to 5 tents now. Alright, now the storage, it's built the storage here. And let's keep plunking on the end of this dock here. Now we still have 64 iron ore in stock here. We're not gonna need a house for a while. Okay, so let's say there was going to be a market there. Okay, this person's going to need a house in a minute. And then there's our prospective partner there. What I want to do though is build a dock workshop here. I think I'll build it that way. What I'm thinking is keep this Port Royal blacksmith working on iron tools and get a dock workshop working on tools as well. There's a storage. I suppose we can close this one up here. Close that. Our chopper's out of logs here. Okay, so let's put a second person back in here. Oops, somebody died. Oh no, one of our original settlers has died. Well, that's a sad thing. The mother of our town. Okay, now that's 45 logs, so that's going to be a while. So why don't we just pause that. Take the builder out. And let's actually put 2 people in here. And see if we can build up some log stocks here. Food is still really iffy. Alright, so there's the pig timer. It looks to me like we have 10 adults, and there's only 7 people without tools, so the tools are very, very slowly trickling out. Of course, we're out of logs right now, and food is looking pretty grim. Yeah, food is pretty grim. Well, let's say this went better than I thought it would. I'm still blaming bugs instead of my bad play, but you know. Well, let's call that episode 2 of Duckpond. This is series 4 of Banished with MM9, and I am Derpy Moose 99. Thank you very much, and have a good day.